I don't want to spend too much time on this because I know we've already talked about it, but I thought we would do a prediction question today. Now, here's the prediction. Now, precursor, don't answer this as a should they, okay? We're looking for predictions. So here's today's question. Will MSNBC, as of the recording of this, will MSNBC fire Joy-Ann Reid? And this is prediction. This isn't about should they or should they not. That's a good question, Joe. Joe said, will HRC ever do any self-reflecting? Joe, the answer is no. But our question, all right, Zev says no. Kira says no. James says no. Nathan says nope. Bluebell says, oh, hell no. Shovendiv, nope. Doubt it, no, probably not. No way in heck, probably not. How about a raise? I predict they will not fire her. God, I wish. Unlikely, for sure. No. Oh, hell no. Seriously. Obviously, she will not in response to Joe's questions. No, don't think so. She's too popular. No, I doubt it. Probably not. Not without backlash affecting advertisers. Not a chance. All right. No. Nah. I know Ron is here, but you have to find the link to get here too. MSNBC won't fire her. The Mick Resistance loves her. There will be outrage from the Mick Resistance crowd if they fire her. They ate up her. They hacked my blog nonsense. Yes, she won't be fired. Nicholas said yes, but then I see what you did there, Nicholas. Just so somebody started out with the word yes. Man, I almost want to say yes, they will, just so I can be different. But I'd be lying if I mean I don't feel that way. I don't think they're gonna fire her. I think they're already trying to brush this under the rug. But the lefties who she argues with all the time will always have this in their arsenal. Joy is safely in War's pocket. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna fire her. And here's the thing, I'll say this, like, I am one of those people that anybody, regardless of how much I disagree with them on a daily basis, which I disagree with pretty much 100% of what Joy Reese says. You know, I think she is more hurtful, I think, to the progressive movement than the right wing is, because she pretty much is the right wing. She's just in disguise. I mean, that's the thing. We have to. I really am trying to promote that whole conservatives in denial thing, because it's like don't even call them liberals. It's bad. Like the New York Times just wrote an article recently about how liberal is such a great tag and progressives not. So take that away from them. Technically, they're not even liberal. They're conservative. They're in any other cappuccino conservatives. Joe points out the term that Marcus coined. Like they're not, like, they're conservatives. They're not. In no other country would they be considered remotely to the left. In no other country, they would be considered. In most cases, they're to the right of the Conservative Party. There are quote unquote liberals in the US that are to the right of the Tories over in the UK. They're to the right of their conservative. So they're not supposed to. Let's just stop even like calling them that. They're conservatives. I still like Starbucks. We can say Starbucks conservatives too. As long as the word conservatives in there, I'm happy. I like Starbucks conservatives. I like cappuccino conservatives. Marcus also has dandelion Democrats. I like that. That's clever. But stop. And you know what? The Mick Resistance really hates it when you call them conservatives. They really hate it. They really hate it when you call them conservatives. So anyway, regardless of who you are, I totally believe you are capable of evolving. So if Joy Reid would have just owned that and she would have said, you know what, and I don't know her background, so I don't even know if she grew up in a religious background. So, like, but I'm just for an example's sake, if she would have said, you know what, I grew up in a strict religious right background. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. I don't know. I'm just like spitballing. And she said, you know, I grew up a certain way. I was taught these certain things, and I used to feel that way. And then I grew up, and I learned, and I evolved a little bit more. And you know, you're never. I still, it still blows my mind that an adult would write something so juvenile. Like, it wasn't that it was just homophobic, but it was just really juvenile homophobic. Like, it just had nothing to do with anything. Like when you're talking about, if you were talking about gay marriage and somebody goes, well, most people don't like seeing two men kiss. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? What is that? That's just a dumb, rude thing to say. Like, that's all that is. So again, it still blows my mind that an adult wrote that stuff. But she could have just been like, you know, I used to really see things differently, and I've learned and evolved since then, and I've changed the way I see things. We all learn and evolve. That's part of like being human. And I totally ruined my statement by throwing like in there. That's part of like being human, right? I should have said that's part of being human. It is part of being human. Some people get on my case for it, even. Some people are like, well, Ron, you used to be a little more sympathetic to the Democrats like a year and a half ago. Like, yeah, because that was before they smacked us in the face at every turn. You know, at first on the campaign trail, I was willing to hear Hillary out. And you know what Hillary told me? I don't want you. Don't vote for me. Don't follow me. I don't want you or anybody like you. You almost caused a revolution with Bernie Sanders. And you know what I say to that? Screw you. The establishment is gonna rig it for me anyway. You want me to ditch fracking? I'm not gonna. You want me to ditch war? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be the most hawkish Democrat you've ever seen. And I'm gonna pick a VP pick to my right just to give you a final fuck you. That's what was said to me. So I evolved accordingly. That's called growing up. That's called responding to the reality you're given. That's what that is. So I slowly realized that no, the Democrats aren't an incremental solution to what I want. The Democrats are actually a hindrance to it. At least the ones with power are. Most people that identify as Democrat don't feel that way and aren't that way. A lot of the people trying to primary out these establishment candidates don't feel that way, and I totally support them and will totally vote. There's a lot of progressives running. Some of them have a D next to their name. Some of them have a Green Party next to their name. Some of them have an independent next to their name. Some of them have Republican next to their name even. And I vote policy, not party. So I'd be happy to vote for any of them if they're a candidate that I wanna vote for. But anyway, my point is, anyone's capable of evolution, but the fact that she is coming up with the most bogus of excuses after she previously admitted to it, and then she's coming up with these excuses that are just beyond laughable. That shows that she doesn't really care. That shows that, and again, her opinions are just up for sale to the highest bidder. They're up for sale to whoever buys them. That's why I don't really care what she thinks, because it's not really a genuine analysis anyway. It's just bought and paid for. And I think this whole rhetorical situation proves that. You know, if she truly had introspection and she truly had principles, she would own it. And she would say, yeah, I used to feel this way and I've evolved and I'm sorry. And I can't think of anything less progressive than telling somebody they're not capable of change. That's what she could say. But, you know, she doesn't. Instead, she's just trying to dodge this for the sake of her ratings.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.